Hey guys, I'm Ava, and let's talk about Pokemon. It has been a while since we sat down at the desk, mostly because it was very messy, if I'm being honest, and I didn't want to clean it. But I have done that, and today we are going to be doing something very fun that I promised I would do once I got these, and we are going to be doing a buyee return video. So I want to say about 2 months ago, I did a live stream where I was going through buyee and looking at things, and I was spending money. And this is the result of that. I have some other things aside from these, but this is the first purchase. So we were gonna go through with this one first. And I actually have a little bit more for this one because it was a fairly large lot. So this one cost me $95, and I will be talking about the prices of all of these things. So this lot was $95, and I will have a picture of what it looked like playing on the screen right now. As you can see, there is one card in particular in there that we are looking for, which is the Coro Mew. I saw this when I was looking for that card specifically, and I decided to take a bit of a gamble just because I really wanted that card, right? Of course. But, you know, I liked that it came with extra stuff, and it was not a bad price. So the Coro Mew, what you'll see going on eBay is really, I think the lowest you can probably find it for is maybe like $60. And again, that is not going to be a good condition one. I doubt this one is going to be mint. We're just going to quickly go through these. This seems to just be some unorganized bulk. Nothing too interesting here. And again, these are going to be all Japanese cards because buyee is a website where you can buy shit from Japan. Sorry. Things from Japan. And the site that we bought through in particular was actually Mercari Japan. I can't say never. I almost never buy things from the American Mercari website because a lot of times things are overpriced and the sellers aren't that pleasant to deal with. However, Japanese sellers on average tend to be much better. So I think these two piles are really just bulk. I'm guessing the more interesting things are going to be in here or one of these later bags. So let's just go on to this one. We're going to save the ones with the old back for later. Another tip is if you are looking to get vintage cards for cheap and you're using buyee, one keyword you can use is actually old back because that is a way that they will commonly refer to these vintage cards, kind of like how we just will call everything WotC. They just will say old back. Obviously, they have other things as well, but let's just quickly take a look at these. So, okay. We've got some shiny things. We've got actually a lot of shiny things. Are we gonna go through this entire stack and look at everything? I don't think so, but we will just look at everything that is hollow and I will separate it out. This is an interesting pattern, by the way. I've never seen anything like this in English and it actually looks really cool. It reminds me of like video games or like math. I don't know why when I look at this, I think of math, but maybe that's a bad thing. And we have some very, very cool holographic energies. Again, I don't know the prices on a lot of these things, and these aren't particularly why I bought the lot. I was, again, going for that Mew, and there were a few cards shown in it. However, it was not nearly as many as I actually ended up receiving, so I was actually really pleasantly surprised with that, and I think that $95 might end up being a very fair price for this because it does seem like we're getting some decent things. I highly doubt we got anything of real value here. However, certain cards may be somewhat useful. And this is the bottom of this. We've seen this in Vivid Voltage as a pre-release card. So we have more actually in this stack. That was only half of the stack. And that was the back half, which hopefully is the worst half because that's how people tend to do it. So we have all of these cards so far. It's actually very cool because I think we got a decent selection of these energies. And those are something that I personally, we'll put this one aside too, are something that I would personally be happy to have in my collection. Even just, I think they look really, really clean on a page together. But hopefully we get some other ones as well because I would want to get a complete set to really fill that out. So we have these as well. So far we are doing pretty well. We already have a stack of shiny things, which is better than I normally do. And we also have, we've got another one of these very cool looking energies. Glad to see that. This one looks to be a similar ratio of hollows. These are, okay, so we've got some new stuff. This is interesting because I didn't see them promoting a lot of new cards when they listed it, but again, these are probably mostly pretty cheap, although some of them are cool cards. So I need to search what this is actually from because this is actually really cool and I've never seen it before. So we have, let's see, okay, some more random hollows. I'm guessing this is going to be all random hollows. So these must be from a new set, but they are very cool. Okay, yes, we're getting more of these energies. Look at them. They're so fucking clean. Sorry. Look at these. They're so clean. It's actually really, really beautiful, like when the light catches it. And then the backs of them look totally good. You know, usually condition is less of an issue when we're talking about Japanese cards, just because the card stock seems to be a bit nicer, and people also tend to take better care of their cards over there, which honestly isn't that surprising. Knowing what I know about American children, it's really not that surprising to me. So we have some more cards here. We have an Inteleon, which actually is a really, really cool looking holo. I think these holos also just look so good because the fucking silver border, man. I'm sorry. I really need to work on myself right now. But we have finally our last card from that pile, and I'm going to sort these energies out as well and see how we did in terms of those. This was also the cheapest lot that I purchased, just for everyone's reference. However, it does come with more things. The other things I got are, one of them is mildly more high-end. The other one is just a kind of cool product that I wanted for my collection to have to really be able to display for a long time. And I'm actually really excited for that. So I actually made 3 purchases in total. This is the first one, which was the cheapest one. And again, this one was $95. However, with shipping, it probably ends up working out closer to $105. But that's really not so bad either way. So in terms of our energies, we were able to get 7 different types, which is pretty good. I actually am very, very happy with these. So let's go on to hopefully the more exciting stuff. I think we should naturally probably start with this thing. I have hope. I really do have hope in this. It looks like there are certain things that are wrapped up additionally. I love when people will do this because it just makes opening things a much more fun experience. And I didn't purchase this as a mystery box or anything like that. It was just a lot. So that is very, very cool to see. We have some, oh my God, this is value right here, guys. We've got some used stickers. Is that not the best thing you've ever seen? You know, I could put these on my hydro flask and let all the other girls know that I'm not basic, you know? I've got cool stickers. We have, actually these don't look like it, but they are actually stickers. You can see right there, one's coming up. So it looks like the next thing that we have is a Lenticular card, which is very, very cool to see. I used to be obsessed with these types of things as a kid, and I do love Latias. I think this is very, very cool. Overall, my experience with buyee has been very positive. The shipping actually doesn't take that long. What takes a while is having them get all the things to the warehouse. And the reason this is more of something that I pay attention to is because it's so much more cost effective to ship multiple things together. Now, these are interesting and quite random. I've never seen these before. Okay, we have another Lenticular card here. That is actually really, really cool. Okay, but I won't lie, this is kind of the lamest card I've ever seen in my life. Look at this card. It's hardly doing anything. He's shifting an inch in the sky and the sun is moving slightly. But okay, I can't complain because it is still very, very cool. And again, these are just the random things that I would never have if it weren't for buying random shit online. Hey guys, as I'm editing this, I just want to quickly come in to say that the cards I just showed, the card house cards, in particular the Lenticular ones, are actually worth a good amount of money. Combined, they're definitely worth over $100. So they made up the entire value of the lot just with those. So it was definitely a good purchase and I am very happy about that. So hopefully we're gonna get into some more interesting cards now. We have a Pikachu here, and also if anybody ever has noticed, there's another Pikachu in the background of that art. We have a Leafeon. Let's just quickly go through these. Doesn't look like these are going to be hollows. And now we're getting into some vintage cards. And again, didn't buy this for these. So if these are halfway decent, I will be very, very happy. But looking at them, I'm not seeing anything too exciting. However, this is a very, very cool Pikachu actually, but it's not in great condition. We have another Pikachu here from base set. Let's see, what else is there? Doesn't look to be too much, but again, for how much I'm paying, like I really can't complain. So nothing exciting in there. However, we do also have this. Now I don't speak Japanese, so if anybody would like to tell me what this says or what this says, I would be very, very appreciative. I can speak Chinese, so I can sometimes read some Japanese things, which is helpful, but not anything that's not Chinese characters, which those are not. Okay, so I was talking about modern. We've got a bunch of stuff here. It looks to be literally just a pile of VMAXs. You can kind of tell because they all have that exact same pattern, but like I will take it, especially if they're anything halfway decent. So let's see if we can get anything interesting. We have, of course, the Urshifu VMAX, Duraludon. Okay, all right. This is actually decent. We've got the Umbreon VMAX. That's probably the best card that we've gotten so far. And then we're just back to regular, uninteresting VMAXs. We've doubled up on that one and that one. Clearly, somebody had extras that they did not mind giving away. This is another one, and this one's actually really interesting because if you look closely, there is like a pretty severe print line right there. I think that must be a print line. It's going all the way across. Yeah, I think you can see, like the lighting should be catching it right now that you can see there's a line going pretty much directly across the middle of the card, but that's okay. Then we, of course, will have a Venusaur VMAX as well, which isn't so bad. Okay, okay, wait. So this is the Pikachu, right? But look, it's got the exact same print line, so I'm wondering what's up with that. This one has another print line as well, but it's in a different spot. I've never actually seen this issue with the Japanese VMAX cards before, and makes me feel a little bit better about English cards, knowing that Japanese does have some flaws. We have a Blaziken. This one I think actually does also look pretty cool. So those are a nice throw-in. Most of these probably aren't worth that much. I'm gonna guess that Umbreon VMAX is worth like $5. I could be totally off base, but I think it's probably worth about $5, which is maybe less than what some people are expecting, but those Japanese VMAX cards typically do actually go for less. All right, so we have a bunch of stuff here, and I can feel something is in a sleeve. So we're just gonna go front to back on this one. So we're again starting out with some basic hollows here. Oh, okay, we have a base set what? So we have a base set Mewtwo here. This hollow pattern is so actually freaking pretty. This is very nice. It's so much better than the English one. Why is that? Someone please help me. Okay, we have another energy here. This one is more interesting. I think I've seen these before, and if I remember, they're kind of, I really was not sure where they were from, and I was having a hard time finding out where online. But I think this actually might go for a few dollars, which is very interesting, and I'm not going to complain, trust me. Then we have, this is one of the cards that we actually saw in the picture. This is a Groudon, but we also have here a energy from Team Rocket. This is also very, very cool looking. Let's check the back. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not the best. Again, these are going to be played cards. I don't expect anything more from a lot. Oh, this one, I love this card actually. I remember one of my friends had it and I always wanted this card as a kid, but it looks absolutely stunning. This is just such a clean looking card. It looks so good with the gray border. It's just, wow, I really like this card. Not in great condition, as you can see, but I'm putting this one back in the hits category. I think that's probably worth a few bucks. Then we have ourselves a Holotyphlosion. We have a Articuno as well. We have a Mr. Mime EX. We have another EX here as well. We have a Kyogre to match the Groudon. We have doubles of Aggron. And then we have some more hollows here. This is cool. Some of the time, sometimes Japan just like will give things hollows that we don't have, and I'm always a little bit jealous. This is a really cute Ditto. We have a Staraptor there, another very cool card. We have a Palkia, and this is actually a promo. If you didn't know, you can actually see right there that it says it is a McDonald's promo, which is actually really cool to see. I don't know if this is going to be one of the more valuable ones, and either way, it's not in the best condition. However, still cool, still cool. So we've got just some more hollows here. Guys, Mightyena, one of my favorite Pokemon. It's getting really, really crowded in the back, but I'm sorry. This is just kind of my life. So we've got a few more. Oh my god, yes, I have this one in English. This one is an e-reader card in English, I'm pretty sure, but it's really, really cool. Maybe I'll pull that out. Actually, yeah. This is one of the few times that I think English actually looks better. You can see that, oh my god, this This card just looks so good. Either way, it looks really good, but I do love the e-reader border. I think it just adds something. It does have more personality, definitely, than a regular border. Also, here's the Poochyena in reverse holo that matches. I just want to share these things with you guys, you know, because we're all friends here. But I'm very, very happy to have both of those. Those are both really, really cool. Probably not worth much, but again, something that I'm really, really happy to have. So now we just have a bunch of V's here. Bolton, he's another really, really good boy. I love him so much. Wow, and now I have at least 3 copies of him. We have a Pikachu V as well. An Umbreon V, that's not bad either. We have another Pikachu V. We've just got, okay, we've got a Galarian Articuno. Let's see. Okay, here we are, lads. The time has come, and we actually have one more card as well, which is a Porygon 2. Very, very cool to see this card as well. Oh my god, look at that background, guys. Like, it's crazy. Like, when the light catches it, wow, it's not in great condition, again, of course. However, still cool. Let's take a look at this actually, though. So this is freaking beautiful. The centering on it is actually not bad at all. For anyone who doesn't know, this card has notoriously bad centering. I actually have a copy of it, and I will actually pull that out to show you guys real quick. It's definitely not in the best of condition. However, again, I'm not expecting it to be. I really just want to have multiple copies of this card. This is one that I would be very, very happy to have multiples of. And maybe one day I will just spring for a graded version. All right, just for reference, here is the copy that I have. Maybe the one I have is in a bit better of condition. However, look at that front. And actually, this one does have a little bit of damage on the front, but that is horrific. I mean, especially for Japanese, they're normally pretty consistent. For anyone who doesn't know, this was a promo in the Koro magazine, which is why it's called the Koro Mew. It is like basically a shining card, and it is absolutely gorgeous. This background is really stunning, and everything about this card is honestly just amazing and makes me love it so much. So I am very, very happy to have added another one to my ever-growing collection of Mew cards. Just to go back over some of the more interesting cards very quickly, we got the Umbreon VMAX, of course our Mew, we got some cool vintage cards, we got a random McDonald's promo, even a couple of EXs, obviously not the hottest, and none of these are in the best condition. However, for $95, I can't complain. This is really, how could you complain about this? It's just not that bad at all. So we've gone over those, but now the thing that I have here, you can see I've already cut the tape, you know, for the sake of convenience, is much more interesting. This I'm so excited for. You might have actually seen it in the background of one of my videos because I have been procrastinating filming this. The shipping didn't take that long. It was only a couple days, but this is just who I am. So this is actually a promotional item for, oh my god, don't look at me. But this, guys, don't look at me. Don't do it. I can tell. Don't do it. So this is a promotional item for the 10th movie. It is so freaking cool. This is a little dusty, just so you know. It's really not dirty. I just probably would want to wipe it down. But so this is made for the 10th movie. So as you guys can see, this is a really cool product because each of these Pokemon are representative of their movie. Obviously, I had to get this, and for one reason only, which is probably this guy right here. However, I wanted to make sure I could get them all in decent condition, and I was looking, and this one was actually quite a good deal. I believe I paid $80 for this, which if you look on eBay or whatever, it is going for a bit more than that. The condition of this, however, is really, really good. I haven't seen a single crease in it. One interesting thing to note is that the Darkrai actually doesn't come with the rest of the box. That one actually came separately. So you can also take these out of here to look at it. And first of all, is that not super, super cool? So all of these actually have a little bit of a prefix. So this one is like Crystal Tower Entei because obviously that was the theme of the movie. And you can see all of these are looking really, really good. The Lugia, I do believe, is considered maybe the chase card of this. So it looks like these are definitely, I would say, in near mint condition. Let's just take the Entei out and double check it. So obviously this is the one that is most important to me. Very, very cool card. And I love getting cards like these because they're ones that I don't encounter on a day-to-day basis, but obviously I need to have this for my collection. I was considering buying a graded copy, but I think having this product is so much cooler, and I think it would be really awesome to display this somehow, maybe in a frame. But this does look to be in very good condition, so I'm actually really, really happy about that. And that's interesting to me because these are not the most well-designed sleeve things, if you can see, they're kind of poking out the top a little bit above that. However, that has not interfered with the quality of these at all. So for $80, I'm so happy with this purchase. A lot of people have started grading these now, so the price has probably gone down, but I think this one is going for 100 something and a 10. This one is maybe closer to 200. I haven't checked these prices in a long time, so they may have gone up, they may have gone down. Either way, I'm probably not going to grade them because if you couldn't tell, that's not the most important thing to me. And clearly I don't care that much about things being mint, as you could tell by my excitement over this. But this card I am really, really excited for. Let's actually take this out of the sleeve so we can actually look at it. I'm so excited. I haven't looked at this yet. So this is actually a side loader. A lot of times I've seen Japanese cards using side loaders. It has been double sleeved as well, so this is very well protected, which I do really appreciate. So this card is actually from Pokemon's 15th anniversary. This, I believe I paid $175 for. However, on eBay, it's going for a good bit more. It depends, obviously, what condition you're looking for. This card, again, not near mint. Theme of the video is that it's not near mint. As you can see, there is a little bit of a crease in the upper right here. However, this is a great binder card. Does not detract from my enjoyment of it at all. This, the back is not terrible aside from some whitening. You can't see the crease too badly from the back. It just shows like a little bit of a dent. However, this card is so cool. So this card is a Japanese exclusive, which is of course why I had to buy it in Japanese and why I wanted to buy it from buyee, because again, you can get those better deals. Now it's become a lot harder to get good deals. However, when you're buying through something like buyee, there's an arbitrage opportunity there. So the things that make arbitrage really feasible are either superior knowledge, or you're putting in some type of extra effort, or you're going to another marketplace. In this case, buying from buyee, it's more steps. It's a little intimidating for some people. However, you can get these better deals and wow, look at that. But if you're willing to be patient, you can get these better deals, and that's kind of how you're gonna get that arbitrage opportunity still. Because so many more people know what they're buying and what they're selling, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's great that people, you know, maybe aren't getting ripped off as much, but it does make it difficult for people who really like to hunt for deals like I do. These are really just for my collection. I don't think I will be reselling any of these. This card I've seen going for maybe, it depends on the quality of the card. This one would probably sell for, I want to say like $250 on eBay. I'd have to double check. This one I would say conservatively would sell for $250 on eBay. Also, I just noticed a detail. The hollow on the cheeks is actually really, really cool looking. I don't know why, it's just like extra sparkly. This one, so I paid about $75 less. Let's say it was closer to like $185, $190 after all of the shipping is said and done. So I saved about $60 on this card if I wanted to buy it from the US. I'm super stoked with these purchases. I'll be honest, I'm really happy. So hopefully this video was interesting for you, or maybe even helpful to some extent, because I know for me, seeing other people do this and buy from these sites, because obviously guys, I'm not sponsored, all right? Do I seem like I would be sponsored by buyee? No, we're not sponsored. So this is just me buying these for my personal collection, and I've had positive experiences with buyee so far. Never had an issue with anything I've bought, and I have bought some pretty expensive cards on there, in particular some Japanese exclusive promos, like a couple of Poncho Pikachus, but buyee has never done me dirty, and I will continue to use it. Thank you guys so much for watching, in particular Corey, Jake, Chris, and Justin. I hope you guys have a great one. Feel free to check out my affiliate links, and I will see you guys next time.